Hi and welcome to this DCP web tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to add product categories to your WooCommerce shopping website. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the web browser, and we're working on this project at present. I'm doing this project for a client. I'm just using it as a demo as well, and it's for this t-shirt company. So in the previous tutorial, if you remember, we created this this product here so we could have these rollover effects like this, and we also created this drop down for variations of products, so different sizes and different costs related to products, and we just added some extra images in here. But today we want to be able to add new categories or add a new main category, and also show you how to add sub levels as well. Let's go into the admin control panel. So this is WooCommerce here, and we want to go to products here, and under products you'll see categories. So if we click on that, you'll see the four main categories listed here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? And we can add subcategories or main categories. So in this example, let's add a main category first, and then I'll also show you how to add a subcategory. So in this section over here, it's asking me for a name for this new category. So we've got men's, women's, boys, girls, and let's do infants, right? Very young children. So let's do infants. The slug, you can actually write a custom slug in here. Basically that's the URL. So in this example, men's, it will just be like the men's category. So in this one it will be the infants. So you can leave this empty, and it doesn't have a main category, so it's not a parent category, right? It's just a normal standard top level category, and you can add a description here. And the display type will normally just leave that as default. It's not a subcategory, it's not a product, it's actually a default category here. And the thumbnail and stuff like this I'm going to show you afterwards in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and click add new category, and we've got this new category here. And if we go to the website and refresh it, we'll see that that category does not show here, right? You can't see it anywhere here. So what we need to do is add that to the menu system. So let's say that this is the category for now, and if we go down to the appearance and go to menus here, we can see that as default there's two menus. There's the footer menu and there's the main menu. So we want to select the main menu, that's important, and then we can see some of the categories here, right? We can see some categories listed here, and there's a couple of ways to do this, but the sensible way to do it, to be fair, don't get confused. These categories here are actually for the blog post, so we have to write a custom URL into here. So what we can do is go to custom link here, and what we can do quickly is just go back to the product, where is it, product categories. So we can have this open in a new tab here, and if we click on view here for infant view, it will go to that category. So we can see there's no products in it, but this is the actual correct URL. So if we copy this URL for that infant category, then go back to the menu system, and we'll click on this custom link here, and the text will be infant. We're going to write infant here, and then we're going to paste in that URL and click add to menu. Now as default, when you click add to menu, it always adds it at the bottom down here. So we want to drag it up, and then we want to drag it to the side so that it sits indented, right? So it sits underneath this this main shop navigation. So we click save menu, and if we go back to the website and refresh it, we should see now underneath the shop we've got infant. If we click on it, it doesn't have any products at the moment, but we've got that listed there, and you can see the categories listed in here as well. Right now they're listed in alphabetical order. You can change the order of them here as well, but for now we'll leave them in alphabetical order. Now another thing that we can do is add subcategories. So let's say infants has girls and boys underneath it, right, as an example. So if we go back to the category system here, we can close this window. So really we've got two windows open. We've got the menu system and we've got the category system. So underneath infants here, we want to add a subcategory, right? We want to add a sub level underneath here. There's a couple of ways to do that, but let's just edit this quickly so I can show you a couple of things first on this main category. So here you can see the name, you can see the slug. We can see that it's a main category. It doesn't have a parent, so it's not assigned to any other category. We can add a description in here. So this is going to be a description, right? So we can add a description here, And this is kind of exclusive, or these elements here depends on which theme you're running. So some themes will allow you to add content above and content below your main category listings, but maybe we'll leave this for another explanation later. Custom product layout type, we're just going to leave it as the default, and then we want to display type, we're just going to leave that as default as well. But we can add a thumbnail. So if we click here, I don't really have a picture of any sort of kids or anything, but maybe we can pick like something like this, just like a little t-shirt or something, maybe this one here, and we can just use that as the thumbnail image for this particular category. Let's see what else is there. Maybe we can use let's see, let's use this one here. I think will be fine. So we use that as the category, and then let's go ahead and click update for now. Okay, so we've added some basic information in here. If we go back here and refresh it, we still don't really see any description in here. Let's just check infants. Now we can see the description here, right? This is where a description will go above all of the product listings. So if we were to go back to our products here, and as an example, if I take this product, just do a quick edit and change it from men's to, or we can leave it in men's. I'm going to add it to infants as well, to 2 different categories. Now if we refresh, we should see that product listed there, and we just got a little description written across the top. To be fair, this description should have been a bit longer, so we can just go back to our categories again. Where are they? Let's products, categories. Yeah, we can leave this one open actually. Let's go to products, categories, and we'll edit this one slightly. Edit. You should write a decent description, because this helps with SEO. So when you're writing a description about the products, I'm just putting placeholder text in here. You'll normally paste that into here as well, the meta description. Let's do that anyway. Let's copy this and paste it into the meta description, and we'll click update. And then when we refresh, we can see a sensible amount of text there, and note that text is meant to describe what sort of products are in here or what the customer can find, and you can add certain keywords, you know, and make the content a bit more stronger for SEO, you could say. Right here you can do that. So this is the products, a demo example that we've added in, and now we want to be able to add a subcategory. So let's go back to the category system here. Okay, so to create a subcategory underneath this infants here, we need to go back to the category main system. So you can just click here, categories, because we're done with this. So just make sure you go down to the bottom, update it, make sure you save everything. You can either click here when you're after you are updated here, you can click here, or you can click back on categories here. So we'll click here, for example. You can see the little description that we've added in now. Obviously this is just placeholder text, and we want to now add a subcategory to infants. So we can, let's just say there's boys and girls there, right? So there's infants, and then the subcategory of boys and girls. So we type in boys here, and then we make sure we select infant here, and then we can just click add new category, and it will sit with a line next to it, and that means that it's a subcategory of this element here, infants. And then we can do girls, and we, as default, it's already selected infants because that's the last operation that we did, and we can click add new category as well, and now we've got girls and boys sitting here, right? And you can see that this is the sub URL here, but what we can do is go to the website, refresh it, and we can see boys and girls here sitting under infants. So whenever we select that particular category, infant, we'll see the sub elements down here as well. So we can click on boys, and then we'll only see boys, and then we click on girls, we'll only see girl products, right? So that should hopefully make sense. That's how you add subcategories. This is the master category. When you click on it, it will expand like this, and you can see the sub elements underneath. If you click on infants, and if we just go back to our products, just as an example, let's just go back to products quickly, and we'll quick edit this one, and we'll add it. Can you see you can add them to subcategories? So we can add them both here. Well, actually, let's add this one to boys only, boys, and then this one, this top one, we'll quick edit, and we'll remove it from infants, and we'll add it to girls, yeah, here, because we don't want it in the top level. Whenever you've got a top level category, really you want to add your product to the sub levels, because what's the point of having them sub level categories if all of them are contained in the top level? When you click on this top level one, it will show both products, right? you can see both products here. But when you click on boys, it will only show the boy product, and when you click on girls, it will only show the girl product. But when you click on the top level category, it will show everything within the sub levels. So whenever we create sub level categories, we should assign products to those sub levels. Otherwise, there's no real point in creating these sub level categories. You might as well just put them all in the top level, like men's, for example, right? Men's doesn't have a subcategory, but it could have. Could have had t-shirt category, it could have had a jeans category or some other sort of category if it was a, uh, a clothing website, but this one happens to just be t-shirts, right? Okay, so that's how you go about adding categories to your main navigation and then also adding them to this side here, but this should happen automatically in WooCommerce. But then you can also add these subcategories here underneath each element. So when you go to shop and you click on infants, it will load the page, show all of the products, but then you still can access the subcategories from here. Okay, let's go ahead and minimize this. Hopefully you find this tutorial useful. If you've got any questions about that, feel free to comment in the YouTube commenting system, and I'll try and reply and answer any of your questions. In today's tutorial, we use the Flatsome theme, so I'll put a link to that in the YouTube description if you want to go and check out that theme. That's kind of the best theme, I think, for building WooCommerce, just like standard WooCommerce websites. So go and check that out as well. And I'll be uploading lots more WooCommerce tutorials over the coming weeks. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can access over 650 different types of tutorials on a wide range of subjects. Okay, that's the end of this tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you in the next DCP web tutorial.